The fact that she's helping so many people love themselves and like putting fat girls like us out here on these streets, honey, because like we didn't get looked at and now we're fine as
I had to move the drink just so I could look in the camera a little bit.
Fine as
For those who didn't understand. We're also manifesting a tour.
I'm not better than anybody else around here just because, I've got a Lizzo fourth sister and Kim Tae-hyung touched me once.
Stop.
Kim Tae-hyung touched me.
You know what?
The Nine of Swords is all about like kind of dwelling on some sad things. And I think he might be going through a little bit of a hard time.
Oh, no.
Maybe in his personal life.
You know what's crazy, though? That looks like serendipity. That looks like the... Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
It looks like serendipity.
It looks like serendipity. I just got goosebumps. She could just once love. And I wore my J-Hope bracelet.
Hoobly doobs. I love my little Hobie.
I love Hoobly doobs.
Did you say Hoobly doobs? Hoobly doobs is what I said, actually. So
what is Hoobly?
Get it right the first time. I call him a lot of things. I like him a lot. He's a little ray of sunshine in all of our lives, and so he deserves all the nicknames. And he's one that gets a lot of them from me.
I like that.
And Suga for me as well. Yungles. He's my little Yungles.
What is that they call him? Baby kitty?
Oh, it's Little Meow Meow.
Little Meow Meow.
Okay, hold on. We got to do an intro for this first before we get all into... Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fandom Culture. My name is Brooke Morrison, and we're recording from the Beat Source Studios here in Beverly Hills. And this is a place for fans of fans, for others who work in the music industry, and everybody in between. And, I bring in guests all the time who happen to, have a very big background in these kind of things and are able to speak to the things that we love, like K-pop, or just being a part of fandoms in general, or maybe pop artists, or something like that. So, Vanessa.
Hi.
Very excited you're here, first of all. Thank you for coming. Please introduce yourself to everybody who is listening.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Jefferson, Vanessa Sherry Jefferson. If you get on the Instagram, I'm Red Fairy DF. I'm a tarot reader, and I'm also a huge K-pop fan. And I happen to write K-pop too.
Yes.
So yes, I do a lot.
Yes, you do. That was one of my first things that I want to ask you, because you told me this, I think a few months ago or something, and it led to one of my favorite songs of 2021 as well. I think you connected like a Western songwriter to a K-pop artist or something like that. I think it might have been Stephen Puth.
Yes! Stephen Puth!
Yes. And he ended up writing Keys and Taeyeon's song, which is... Hate That is one of my favorite songs of 2021.
Wow.
Yes. And
That's
so I want to say, first of all, thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
But also, I want you to explain a little bit about your background as a songwriter in K-pop.
Well, it's a really funny story. I went to Korea back in 2021. I decided to do 90 days, and I was out there by myself, didn't know the language, didn't have any connections, just out there doing life. I'm at a vegan restaurant.
Oh, my God.
I start reading tarot for some girls that were foreigners. They spoke English.
Okay.
And I find out that one of them manages a girl named Alexa, this artist.
Oh, hey, we know who Alexa is over here. Yeah.
Zany Bros Alexa, I love you, baby. And she was like, you want to write some songs? Because I was like, yeah, I'm just out here. I want to write. I want to do things. And boom, boom, boom. Like one day she sent me a track. I sat in my hotel room, tears running down my face, and I wrote Obsession.
Why are we crying? It was just a very emotional experience?
It was being in Korea by myself and like just really finding me and also being like, I'm probably gonna F this up writing a song. Who do I think I am writing? And now Alexa dropped that beautiful baby.
I mean, I feel like songwriting kind of runs in your family maybe a little bit. It just a tiny bit, I feel like.
It might. I don't know if you've heard of a little artist named Lizzo.
Who's that?
Lizzo be eating on
Instagram. Who's that? The soundtrack to all of our like 2018, 2019, 2020s? Is that... you have been a part of, I guess, like fandom culture in a way, in so many different ways. Being in a family the way that you are, and obviously, you in your own right as a songwriter and as somebody who is a fan of K-pop groups and other music artists and everything, like what has been your favorite thing about seeing your sister grow as an artist, and then also your favorite thing being a fan in your own right?
That's a really good question. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Wow.
Sometimes I do be asking some good questions.
She be asking.
I do be asking questions.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me think about that, because I have always really been just a fan type of girl. Like, I love groups. I love like artists. Like, I put all my energy and love. And when my sister started to be an artist, I was like, what's going on here? What do you think you're doing, kiddo? And like the more people started loving her, I was like, what's people really love your music? This is really happening?
Just like a sister. Just like a sister. Like, stop. That was my thing. I can't, excuse you. Yeah.
It's so true, but she's my baby sister. So I always was very like, okay, you go out here and you do this crazy music thing, but like, if you need to come on back, we're here for you, but I believe in you. And we just kept believing in her, and now it's crazy.
It's huge. It's massive. It's one of the biggest artists in the world.
I still like I can't even like comprehend it still, because when I see her, like, that's my baby. That's my Lily.
And she always will be.
And
a massive star at the same time.
And seeing people flip out and go, oh my God, it's Lizzo. And just like me crying in the background, like,
I've done that before. I'm not going to lie. Oh my God, it's Lizzo. Because I worked in radio for 10 years, okay? So like I've been exposed to her from the very beginning. From the moment where everybody's like, who the hell is this? What is going on? Oh, there's a #1 single from like, who's Lizzo? What is Lizzo? Like, what do you mean? And then of course, like, her message is so powerful as well. So you had all of these things coming in at once.
Yes.
And she is a force to be reckoned with. In a ton of different ways.
I know. Like, the fact that she's helping so many people love themselves and like putting fat girls like us out here on these streets, honey, because like we didn't get looked at, and now we're fine as. Can I cuss?
Yes.
We fine as.
Yeah. I had to move the drink just so I could look in the camera a little bit.
Fine as.
For those who didn't understand.
It's true. Yeah. And so like putting everybody out there though, and just saying like, we're all pretty in our own ways, we're all amazing in our own ways, like that's what it is. And to see her go through her own self-love journey, like seeing it on the true ground level, and then watching how it radiates out to people, like, because our first fans of Lizzo were like conservative, older, white people.
What?
Period.
How?
In Minnesota. Like
Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
Okay.
Where she first started. Wow. Like NPR was where a lot of people knew her from. When she would do shows, it would be full of like 40 plus Caucasian folk. And we were like, this is very interesting. So like, that's where we started. We were like, okay, if this is where we're going to be here. But then it just started growing and growing and growing. Yeah. And now I don't know. I just cry every day. I'm so proud.
Don't cry every day. Please don't do that.
Oh my God.
Such a good thing. Such a good thing. So you've been a part of that fandom life, and you've seen her grow. You've seen her fans grow, but you've also been in a part of established fandoms. I see you out at the same concerts I'm at.
All the time.
The same festivals that I'm at.
All the time.
In the same circle of people that, are in the industry, and we're all fans in that way. So what's that like, still being able to be a fan while also seeing Lizzo, your sister, her own fans, headlining her own shows, doing her own thing, but you're still going to shows and like hanging out too.
I know. It's really cool having that double life. Like, I could just be undercover, but then also I'm in the hustle and bustle with her. Like, and it's cool to be able to see both sides. But I've definitely been seeing you out here in these streets. Were you at AT's?
I was at AT's.
And we didn't run into each other. Gosh,
no. I saw all you. Adian and everybody. I saw y'all were all, I don't know, I guess like in one section together.
Yeah, we were right there. Like, because we saw Watt, a good boy.
Yes,
I love him so much. And who else? Peter, soft serve boy.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Peter, soft serve boy is the best.
I like that.
Let's go.
There it is. No, I was at AT's. We were both at Twice a couple weeks ago.
That was
last
so
week, a couple
fun.
Weeks ago. That was so good. I'm so glad I got to go for free because a friend of mine invited me the day of.
Let's go.
And she was like, hey, I have an extra ticket to Twice. And I was like, first of all, is this free? She was like, yes. And I was like, second of all, I'm coming. So I literally got ready in like maybe 2 hours and like headed there. And I was like, I cannot believe I'm here. I got to see Chaeyoung in person. Chio is my bias. Like, she's literally like my human. And I love her so much. So it was so great going. And then I did end up running into you there. So
we sure did. Like, we did. Randomly.
Yeah.
And the friend that you were with is good friends with my friend, Jasmine. Yeah. And so it's just like this, the smallest world. I really thought that it was bigger than this.
No.
But we really like run into each other everywhere.
Yes. It's all the same people doing the same things. And that's a beautiful thing
because we're
all
family
fans.
And we're fans as well.
Gosh,
but the family aspect, that's what I love about it.
I know. And I met you at somebody's birthday party.
Sure did.
And that's when you read my tarot cards.
I showed her lie.
And you know what? And we're going to get into some tarot reading at the end of this, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But I will say, and I just told Vlats this too, I was a little offended by your reading for me, okay?
I know, Capricorn. I know you were.
You know what?
I know.
Don't talk to me like that. But she read my cards and she told me that like I was fixating on something and like I needed to chill out because it was all going to work out in the end. And honestly, I was like, what could it be? Because I fixate on everything. Like, I don't know. Like, that's like my life.
That's what
it's
she
like,
does.
I fixate on everything. But then you turned to Hedgen next to me and you were like, you're a star and you're going to make a lot of money. And I was like,
sheesh. Where's my star?
Where's my stardom and my money?
Where's my money?
You know what I mean? But you know what? That means it's real because you're right. I am a Capricorn and that's how I live life and that's how I do things. So I was like, what am I fixating on that I really need to figure out? I think it ended up being this show.
That's amazing to hear.
Yeah.
I just, when you said that in the blink, Kevin, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Confirmation.
Yeah. So I think you were right, and I hate that. Anyway, but we're definitely going to get into some readings because I'm excited about that towards the end of that. But before, we're going to talk a little bit more about like being, because again, this is mostly about fans and this culture around being a fan and everything. So you're not jaded, and I feel like that's a beautiful thing. Because you have, again, it's like you see it firsthand. Oh, yeah. On a lot of different levels. Because, again, you write for artists, but you also have an artist in your family who happens to be one of the biggest Western artists of the past 5 years. And then, you go to concerts, you go to shows and everything. How do you stay unjaded and are able to still support artists in that way? Because I think a lot of people in your position would automatically get to a point where they're like, it's too much. I don't like it. There's so much ugly and evil and weird. So how do you stay positive in that way?
I really feel like it's an inner thing that I do. Like, I enjoy every moment. Yeah. I stay in the present moment. I don't think about, oh, well, that happened in the past, so it can happen again. Like, I look at things, that was an isolated incident. That happened. That made me stronger. And now I can continue to see everybody for the first time with fresh eyes. Yeah. Like, that's how I love to meet people. That's how I like to interact in everything. Like, this is the first time I've ever done this, and it might be my last. Right. But guess what? I'm doing it, and I'm having a good time. And I want everybody around me to be having fun, too, and feeling love. And
always.
Yeah.
You have that energy. You always have. Like, ever since I've met you, you've been very friendly and fun and nice and everything. A lot of people in your position would not be.
That's true.
Because a lot of people, I feel like, in your position would feel as if, oh, people are only trying to be my friend because of, one thing or because I'm connected to other people or something. Do you feel like that happens a lot?
I think I'm so naive and just like in my childlike bubble to keep that shit from like messing with me that I'm the one that's going, will they even talk to me? Aww. Like, do they even want to be my friend?
Of course. Oh my God. Everybody. But your energy is so inviting. I feel like everybody wants to be your friend, regardless.
Yeah, that's true. But see, like, that's my own insecurity though. Like, we all have that, And so like the fact that I go in because I stay humble myself, I'm like, hey, I'm not better than anybody else around here just because, I've got a Lizzo fourth sister and Kim Tae-hyung touched me once.
We're going to talk about that for a little while.
Kim Tae-hyung touched me.
You know what? I was going to ask you what you're working on at the moment music-wise, but we're just going to get into I'll ask you that towards the end. So since you brought it up.
Oh.
Since you brought it up, okay? So there is a moment last year, at the end of last year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Just going to talk about it for a second. Where you went to a concert with your sister, who happens to be famous, I'm just saying. And then, 4 members of BTS happen to be there. You guys happen to be like in the same vicinity, and eventually we're like dancing together. And I want you to tell me, how that night went, and how that felt, because I know you're also a fan.
Yes, I am. I'm ARMY.
You couldn't tell by the purple eyeshadow.
You couldn't
and
tell,
the
or
scrunchie and
the BTS bracelet.
Zoobly doobs.
Okay. Zoobly doobs.
I love it. I love him. If I love you, I give you a nickname.
It only makes sense.
Yeah.
It only makes sense. So it was the Harry Styles concert, and we just happened to go. Jasmine was there with me as well.
Okay.
Shout out Jasmine Steven. What's up, baby? So we get to the venue, and my sister, we're like running late. My sister's running in, like, I don't want to miss anything. Come on, guys. And so we're just running through, and security's pushing us around. God. And then we get into our little section, and we just happen to be in the owner's box.
Okay, the owner's box. I didn't even know that was a thing. Is this the forum?
This was the forum.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we just happened to be in that box, and it was very lovely. And Harry's on the stage right there. Like, we were just eye to eye with Harry Styles.
We love Harry.
There was this amazing moment during the show where Harry and my sister, because they're friends, they locked eyes. And Harry has this flower, and he throws the flower across the crowd, and Lizzo just catches it midair like that, and they were just like, yeah!
Stop. I feel like I had seen that, but had forgotten because it was overshadowed by your moment with the 4 members of BTS that happened. So.
Oh, wow, I have to get back into that story. So... We're walking down, and literally the second we get into our seats, I look to my right, and I almost throw up in my mouth.
Okay.
I look to my right, and I'm like,
That's aggressive.
That's Jimin? And I said, okay. And I look at Jasmine, and I'm looking at her with my eyes wide, like, and she's like, what is wrong with you? Shut up. And she's getting back into the show, and I look over, I'm like, that's Jungkook? Hyperventilating starts happening, okay? And then I'm like, J-Hope! And then I just start shaking Jasmine, like, I just saw Kim Taehyung. Because I don't call him V.
Okay.
I say his full government. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
So if you don't know Kim Taehyung, that is V from BTS.
Right.
And then my friend, my sister's hairstylist in the Beyonce of baby hairs, Shelbany Swain, she grabs me and she says, yes. She's the Beyonce of baby hairs.
Okay.
She's like, now I need you to calm down.
Okay.
I said, okay, I'm going to calm down. And then my sister looks over at me and says, she winks and goes, We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. And I'm like, make what happen? So
I'm just gonna drink a little drink right now.
You know what? Well, in the middle of this, I'm gonna crack open
we're just gonna
pineapple cart.
Oh, Starbucks.
Do a little ASMR.
There we go. Before we continue on.
Before we continue our saga.
Cheers. Cheers. Wow.
So, the managers do the manager thing that they do.
As one does.
Manager goes over to their manager. They're like, would BTS like to come into the box with us?
Would they?
And hang out with us. Because, of course, before, I even talked to my sister, I was looking over and I hope they I don't know if they saw me. I don't know what happened.
Right.
But I was just like, Harry Styles, Harry Styles.
Right.
And of course, once
that must have been like a overwhelming night.
It was
emotionally.
I mean, look, I didn't cry.
Okay.
No tears happened, but it was like, okay, like, am I in the Twilight Zone?
Right.
So then I look down, and all these armies have gathered below us because they found them, and the armies are like taking pictures. They're like, oh my god! So that's when the fan cam started, I guess.
Right.
Which documents one of the most amazing moments of my life. But that's not the point.
Okay, what's
so
the point?
We're going to go back. We're going to go back. So then, all of a sudden, my sister's manager grabs me. He's like, all right, get over there. And here they come. They walk into the box with us. Me and my sister standing next to each other. And they're just hugging my sister first, of course. They don't know who the heck I am.
Right.
But, like, V, he was right there next to me. And he was just looking at my sister, like, waiting to hug her. But I kept tugging at his shirt. I said, hey. And I said, I'm Lizzo's sister, Dong Sang.
What a great time to bust out the Korean. What a great moment.
I pulled out the Hanguga. Okay. I pulled out the Hanguga.
Is this happening right now?
It really is.
Okay.
And so then I said, Dong Sang, Lizzo. And he said, and we just hugged. He just was so excited.
Oh my God.
And then when
That's beautiful.
It was so
That's
cool.
Beautiful.
And then he hugged my sister, and my sister was like, that's my sister. And he says, yeah. And then he hugs me again.
This is so lovely. This is a lovely story.
It was they're so sweet, just the sweetest hearts. And we just hugged, and then after that, like, Hobie pulls out his cell phone and is like, let's exchange numbers. So I grabbed J-Hope's phone.
Hoobles.
I put my phone number in there. And I don't know if he still has it, but J-Hope, hit me up.
Oh my God. I have a feeling those are their U.S. phones.
They are. They are.
And
so
I don't think they got them anymore. I think they now have their Korean phones back, okay? And they're on Kakao.
True. Yes, Kakao Talk, which, all of that. So basically, they stayed over in our section a little bit. Like, I bowed to Jimin. They took a bunch of selfies with my sis. And then, like, we were taking a group picture. Yeah. And then V grabs me and holds me close while we're taking the group picture. And I'm just over here like, huh?
Right. Wow.
The ultimate Army's dream. And then we just danced all night. And at the end, we danced.
You did. There's a video of it that V posted on his Instagram.
On the IG.
Like a month later.
I know. It's wild.
And then it resurfaced, and then you guys went viral again.
It just continues to do so. I just see my little face back there like...
I know. Actually, you're so funny in that video. Because it's like mostly, obviously, the focus is on Lizzo and V. And like the rest of them. And then you're in the... It's so fun. Because I feel like I met you... when I after that, maybe a little bit before, maybe like a month or two before, and then like we had like seen each other in passing like every once in a while
because we just went to 88 Rising. Yep.
88 Rising, yes, and we had already known each other by then. Okay, yeah, and then like later on, again, when I saw that video, I was like, that's hilarious. The timing of all of this, the timeline is crazy. How I just met you, like in the same circle as everybody else, and then all of a sudden, BTS come in town. There's a Harry Styles concert, and now you're in a video with V. It's just all of this, just all of it.
It was just an explosion, a brain explosion for me. But like seriously, so then he was saying some English words to me.
Okay.
It was the cutest thing I'd ever heard.
Oh my God.
He was like, I'm doing a show.
Oh wow.
In a couple of days.
Oh.
Here. And I was like, I know.
Yeah.
I'm coming to see you.
We all know. Yeah, we're all very aware. And then we tried to all get tickets at a very quick pace one day. And it was a lot.
It didn't work. It was a lot.
Oh my God. I got like 200 section. I was so proud. Like on Ticketmaster, wading through everything. I was so proud.
I know. All the armies got together and just like.
And it's about to happen again with Vegas.
Oh,
so
my Lord.
Are you going?
I think I am.
You think you are?
But I'm not sure.
No, why not?
Because we'll find out what's going on.
Okay. Yeah,
I want to go. I do.
Yeah.
But like, if it's meant to be, it'll be.
I think a lot of people are having that mindset about these shows in particular, because if you didn't go to Permission to Dance on Stage in LA, I feel like, yes, you should go to the one in Vegas.
Exactly.
But if you went to the 4 shows in LA, I think a lot of people are deciding, we just saw this show, and that's a lot of money. Because in Vegas, you gotta like hotels and the flight or drive there, and like it's a lot of stuff. So I think everybody's kind of in the same mindset. It's like, we'll see. If it works out, it works out. And that's beautiful. But I've even considered, like, my sister and I are like, should we? you know?
Yeah, like, do we want to
just went.
There were so many armies that did not get to go.
Right.
And if they get to utilize this experience for themselves, I think that's the cool thing to do. But if you really just want to see them again and you're willing to go through it, hey, more power to you.
Yes.
But for me, I'm just being in the manifest mindset. If I'm supposed to be there, I will be there.
I feel you know what? I agree with you. And I think that we're also manifesting a tour. So I think that
that would be another opportunity to do something.
I think that they might be coming back through LA soon. You know, I've heard some rumblings in the industry that we call music.
The music industry is full of rumblings.
Yeah, we're hearing some things.
Yeah.
And stuff and whatnot.
And,
many different things.
Many different things. Sections.
They're already going to be here for the Grammys.
Period. So that's going to be nice.
There's stuff.
There's things.
Around that. So we'll see. To give anybody, any army who's listening to this who's like, oh my God, should I buy these tickets to Vegas? Do it if you want to.
Yeah.
But I do think there will be more opportunities to
I
see
think
them.
so as well, because I think they're going to do something maybe... They have to do something for the East Coast, don't they?
They
have to take care of their East Coast brothers and sisters. I just think that there's a little more in store, and we'll just have to find out now.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yes,
Are there any other artists that you would fangirl as hard for?
That's a good question. I think I fangirl at everybody that I just love.
Yeah.
Like even ATEEZ. I was not really into I had just gotten into ATEEZ right before we saw the show.
ATEEZ is my number 2 group.
You're an A-Tiny. Okay.
Yeah.
I like, what's his name? I feel terrible.
Mingi, Hongjung, Yosang, San.
Say another one.
Wooyoung.
No.
Jongho.
No.
Who did I forget? I think that was 7.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, Yoonho. He's my bias. I'm stupid. And then
I like Mingi.
Mingi's the tall one.
He's a tall one with the shoulders.
Hold on. Did I forget? Mingi, Hongjung's leader. Yeosang.
Seonghwa.
Seonghwa.
That's my bias. That's my bias.
Oh my God. Seonghwa, by the way, is actually I think he gets more handsome every single day. So I will say Seonghwa is... Yeah, that's a great bias to have. That's a great bias to have.
Like his dancing, I don't see him singing much. I see him doing more dancing, and that's his strength. And he's so good. But that Jungkook, if he just stood on the side of the stage, he didn't even have to dance. He just
blew my
just
mind.
Sang,
he
boy.
blew my mind at that show.
Just sang.
I even called my sister. She was like, "Who stood out to you?" I was like, Jungkook.
All day.
Period. His voice is incredible. He's an amazing dancer. And he just literally, I think one time his mic ran out. And then the night that we were there was the night that he had ankle problems or something. And he was struggling with it.
That's
and
why he was I was wondering.
He had gotten injured.
See,
yeah, he got injured.
I noticed that. And I was like, poor baby, what's going on? He couldn't go as hard as I know he wanted to. But again,
it was still he shined so hard to me. So hard. And then Hongjung, he was great. I love. Stop. So what K-pop concert are you going to next?
That is a good question.
Are all my questions really good?
I love it because I don't get asked questions very much these days.
And I love asking questions. So I'm happy you're here.
I think I'm going to see Woosung.
Yes, Woosung. Okay. So Epic High. And,
the Epic High show.
Wait, but that's in San Diego? You want to San Diego?
Maybe. Whichever one's the closest. I think we're going to do the Vegas show.
Okay.
They're going to do a show in Vegas.
Got it. No, I have a lot of people, actually a group of people who are we're going to collectively go drive down to San Diego to go see Epic High and Woosung.
Oh my God. I adore Woosung. Speaking of, I was just in his music video for Hangover. The song Hangover. Check it out. It's so good.
Stop it right now.
Yeah,
and happy birthday to Woosung as well.
Happy birthday, Woosung. I know it'll be late when this comes out, but...
Well, no, I think it'll come out tomorrow or the next day. So.
Oh, look at you.
I'm doing it.
You fast.
I'm doing it.
Fast and
I edit all my stuff. So it's I can literally go home and then just do it, 6-8 hours later.
Look at you.
But I feel now is the time.
Huh?
Well, you know what? No. Before we get into that, I want to ask you what you've been working on so we know what's coming out for you and we can get excited about it right now.
Okay, well, I want to give a shout out to my sweetheart, Sorn.
Hi, Soren.
Jonah Soren.
She's coming out with some stuff lately.
She is. She just dropped a song called Sharp Objects, which is c'est magnifique. But yeah, she's got some things brewing that are going to come out. And myself, along with Adian and Watt and Peter Soft Serve Boy, we all kind of got together. Let me shout out Young Tan, Young Money, baby. Like the crew. Yeah, and we made her a couple of ditties.
Oh, some ditties.
We made her a couple tunes.
Not some ditties. Okay.
Some ditties and tunes. And so, yeah, she should be dropping that coming up. And there's some other things on the pipeline that I have to keep in my throat.
Okay.
But that's the thing that's imminent this year.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm very excited, and I do see the Soren stuff on the way and already out, and thank you for that.
Yes, Scorpio baby.
Okay.
She's my Scorpio baby.
So I feel like you know what time it is right now?
Oh, is it psychic time?
I think so. So let's show them the crystal ball. Let's hold that up a little bit. I don't know if we can see. Ooh. So we have somebody here who's obviously very spiritually inclined.
I am.
And like I said, she's read my tarot cards before. Hopefully, if she did it now, it would be a little bit different. Then you need to settle down. You know what I mean? But I feel like we need to read some for some of your faves. Ooh. So you get to pick who.
Oh, no. You pick so it can feel authentico.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with. Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna struggle with this. If I'm picking.
No. All right.
Wait.
What's the throw out a band?
Because I want you to do all 7 members of BTS. Like I wouldn't want to pick one.
Oh.
Like I would want you to do all 7.
So if we did BTS, okay. I was just doing Namjoon right now.
Okay.
So
hi, Junie. Okay.
Junie, the 9 of Swords just came out for you, sweetie. So the 9 of Swords is all about kind of dwelling on some sad things, and I think he might be going through a little bit of a hard time.
Oh no.
Maybe in his personal life. I don't think it has anything to do with his career or business. I just think he's dealing with some things on the inside.
Okay.
And he's got to figure that out. Also, Page of Swords came out. This is the travel card, so they're traveling.
Oh.
And the Page of Pentacles. So Pentacles, he's a Virgo, so that's Earth. And it feels like he really needs to go back to that childlike wonder of what makes him love music, what makes him love doing this. That will bring him a little bit more happiness, because he still wants to fulfill all his dreams. This is the 8 of Cups. But if he keeps worrying about things that he can't control, he's not going to do it. So come on, Namjoon. Stop worrying. Just live and love. Love yourself like you told us.
And speak yourself.
All right, who's next? Jimin.
Jim, I feel like I'm getting flashbacks to when you read mine, and it was just negative things over and over again. And I was like, okay, this is fun and great, and I love this.
You know what? I don't feel like it's negative. Okay, so the first card that comes out for our first card that comes out for Jimin is the Hermit Card. I think this is a time for Jimin to kind of get within himself and find some Jimin time, and not try to be pleasing everybody all the time. Page of Wands, they're getting a lot of pages. It's pages are about getting into your youth, finding out what makes things fun again, and childlike, and not taking things so seriously. And he needs to find his fire, but then he also needs to go back and listen to his dreams. This is the King of Cups. You see how the guy's just sitting there meditating. It goes along with the Hermit card of getting inside of himself and really
You know what's crazy though? That looks like serendipity. That looks like the. Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Looks like serendipity.
It looks like serendipity from the video. Get back to that serendipity, my love, and you'll be good. That's Jimin. I just got goosebumps.
I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that looks like all the serendipity art that comes out. Wow.
Who's next? Jungkook?
Koodles.
Ooh. Queen of Wands, yeah. Okay, Jungkook. I feel like he's in a good spot where he feels like he could just do anything and take over anything. And
True.
It feels like right now, okay, so the 2 of Wands as well. You see how the girl's sitting by the window looking out, thinking about, he's ready. He's I'm ready to get out out here and do the thing and make it happen. So the advice for him from the cards is just patience. This is the patience card. Chill out, Jungkook. You're going to do it. You're still so young. There's still so many things to be seen, to be done. So just chill out. It's going to happen. It's happening. Like nothing, everything that he thinks is going to stop him, it's not going to stop him.
Keep going. Keep going, JK. Yeah. Wow.
He's strong. This is the strength card. You're strong enough.
True.
To take on everything.
Wow.
So that's Jungkook.
I feel like that's actually just descriptive of like his personality and who he is.
I think so too, but that gave me another goosebump flash.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this, actually.
I think we're going to talk about Jin Oppa. Now, I call him Jin Oppa.
Jin, yes.
He's not older than me, but like I call him Jin Oppa. It's Jin. Interesting. He's getting king cards. So he got the King of Pentacles to start off. He's a Sagittarius, so he's very childlike, very fiery, like all of that. But with this Pentacles is saying, all right, now that he's going into his 30s, it's time to like just find your center and really like see what it is that you want to be, my love. Like if you want to just walk away from everything and do something random, do it. That's what I'm hearing. Like King of Cups, like, and Jimin got this card as well, but Jin, he just needs to like go inside of yourself and figure out what it is like you want to happen next for you. What's next? I want to keep him light, but the energy that I'm feeling for him is like he's always light. So let's chill ourselves down a little bit. So then you've got the Three of Wands is the last card for Jin, and
hey guys, it's editing Brooke, so I am so sorry ahead of time, but for some reason, and we do not know why, but the video focused on Vanessa just stopped recording here. We just don't have the footage for it. So unfortunately, you are going to be staring at me for the rest of the BTS members and their readings. I am so sorry. Again, we do not know what happened, and I wish it wasn't true, but the guys deserve, and I wanted to include all 7 in the video. So please enjoy the rest of the podcast. Again, please do not hate me for this. I wish it did not happen, but we're okay. All right, let's get it.
You see how the girl is on with her surfboard looking out into the horizon?
We love
like
that.
Whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you want to be, like just go off and do it, man. Jump on your surfboard. That's what it says for Jin Oppa. I love him.
Do it. Yes. Surfboard. Get a surfboard. Jin.
Get a surfboard and just like get a boat and go off.
Jin
for
loves
a couple
boats.
Years. Really?
And well, he loves fishing.
That's so true. Him and Suga.
Yeah, they go fishing a lot.
With Suga, Min Yoongi.
He's my bias wrecker, so we're gonna get into.
Oh, who's your bias though?
Junie.
Okay, Namjoon. So we did him first. Look at that.
I know when you said that, I was like, okay.
Well.
Okay, snaps for June.
Oh, what's Suga? Suga just wants love. Suga just wants to have love. And I wonder if there's some love coming to him.
Oh, wow.
6 of Cups here is all about doing the things that you dreamt of doing when you were a kid. You see how you've got the older guy with the dog, and up here it's him with the baby dog. I feel like for Yoongi, he just has to continue on that journey of like becoming that person he dreamt of when he was a little boy.
Oh, wow.
And if he just stays on that path, that's the love for him. He also gets the Chariot card, which the Chariot is about moving forward, accomplishing things, going forward. Like nothing can stop you, Min Yoongi. Nothing can stop you. So just go forward, bro. You got this.
We knew this. We knew that.
We knew it. And there's some new projects coming out of you. The Empress, the pregnant lady is all about like giving birth to our ideas, giving some birth. So like I predict there's some things coming out for him. But like maybe in August-y 3.
3.
Yeah, we need 3.
We do need 3.
And Knight of Pentacles, which usually when it's right side up, Knight of Pentacles is like slow but forward movement. Okay. But it was upside down. So I feel like it's coming. It's coming.
Oh my God, so what?
Yeah, it's coming. So like let's
exciting.
all just hold our breaths. And if I'm wrong, well, I don't owe y'all nothing.
Okay,
so
there it is. There it is, you guys. Okay.
Who else is left? We did Jimin, Jungkook, Jin.
Did we do Hobie?
We have not done Hobie. Let's do Hobie. Okay. Jungkook. Okay. He's like a little ninja in the night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Seven of Swords. It feels like what are you searching for, Hobie? What are you really trying to find out in this world? That's the questions. If he were here, I would ask him so that we could kind of get into it, because it feels like he's searching for something inside of himself, and he really just needs to realize that he has everything he needs to accomplish these things. Like if there's any feeling of lack that he's feeling, he should just really release that.
Oh, wow.
10 of Wands, like this is good forward movement. You see the gal, she's got all her stuff, she's going down the road. Just keep going down the road is what I'm hearing. And King of Swords. So Hobie is an Aquarius. Aquarius is air. Swords are air. So this is really like him. He wants to be this like Zen master dude up on the mountain, like really just in control of his thoughts. But it feels like right now, like his brain is just and he can't find the control. It's like you can find it. You just have to be patient with yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the advice that they want to give for Hobie, as though, like, I'm saying it to them in their face.
Hobie, if you're in Korea right now watching this,
Yes.
just know you're on the right path. Okay?
You're on the right path.
As a mega superstar in BTS, but we all struggle.
We do.
We know, and you know that more than anybody, being in a family with somebody who's mega famous as well. We all struggle.
The thing is, you guys, we think that, because you're famous or because you get to some sort of status that you don't have any other problems. Money does not fix everything.
No.
It just does not.
Nope.
Fame does not fix everything. So if you are doing art or wanting to do things to get famous, then you need to stop. Don't do this work for fame. Right. Do this work for the love of the work. Do this because you have a voice to be told. And I don't know why it came out like that.
No, because it's true, and you have personal experience with all of it. You're a songwriter for other artists as well, and then you see it firsthand. So that's why.
And nobody, like the fans, like as fans, you really don't understand what our artist is going through, because we always see them with the veneer. We always see them with all the colors and the makeup and everything. Yep. And like, we don't know what they're like. We only try to imagine, but even that's this crazy glossy version of reality.
Right, of course.
And so I know that as I'm reading these men, I'm not going to call them boys, as I'm reading these men, like they have actual factual situations in life that like we have no idea about, but like, hey, here's a little advice, because what I'm gonna pull a card and say you're rich and famous? Duh, you're rich and famous.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what does that mean? Like, what is the impact that you're making?
Oh yeah.
And so I really just hope that BTS as a group, like they hold on to that. But yeah, going back to all you out there, if you're doing this for the fame, nah, bruh, do it because it's deep inside of you.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
All right.
And we have V.
That's who's left. We've done everyone?
I think so.
I think I'm nervous to do V.
Why?
Because that's my bias.
V's your bias?
That's
wow.
Bias. So.
Well, that's awesome.
All right. So the High Priestess for V. The High Priestess is all about like connecting to like spirit and inner wisdom and like all that woo-woo stuff. And I feel like V really has that inside of him. Like I think he's low-key psychic, like high-key.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so this card,
everybody always says like he has an energy where he kind of takes it in from other people. If you don't pass his vibe check, everybody talks about that. Like it's written on his face. Like he's very expressive about those kind of things. So that makes sense.
He is.
Yeah.
He has like a sixth sense for people, situations, but also I think like it's clairvoyant. Like I think he has dreams, or like he might see things, like I don't know. He has a little bit of clairvoyance to him. He loves working in his group. He loves being with everybody. Like Five of Wands is all about teamwork, working together. And that's the thing that really, really brings him joy. He's getting a similar card to Yoongi as regards to like doing things that he dreamt of. Like, I don't know what he believed that he would be when he was a kid, because this is completely outside of what he ever had dreamed
Saxophonist.
Yeah. And I know we all know that's a joke.
Yeah. Like he's the one who said
We all know that he's being sarcastic as fuck when he says a saxophonist. Like, that's not true.
I'm just saying, who knows? He might have wanted to play a saxophone.
No.
And Jin wanted to be a farmer, okay?
Like, these canned responses as I take a sip from the can.
I believe the saxophone thing. I'm just saying.
I know you do, and that's really sweet. That's really sweet of you.
You know what?
But it's like we have no idea what that.
That's true. We have no idea.
Man
we never
wanted
had any
to
idea.
actually be and we know that he's I don't know. He's sarcastic, and he's like he's a mystery guy, like to everyone. But like you'll see a little twinkle in his eye, like he's always got that twinkle. And see, twinkle like that's why I can't read him because he's my effing bias, and it gets me. I'm like.
Well, I mean, maybe your readings for him are actually the more accurate ones then.
Probably, maybe. Who knows? All I know is, like, in the end, he wants to, this 10 of Pentacles, he wants to have, like, that happy family feeling. Like, he always wants to be surrounded in things that make him happy and people that make him happy. And that's what he's going to get, basically. Like, no matter what he does in his life, he will be successful, if he wants to leave music tomorrow and just go off and be a spaceman. He would be a very successful like he's so smart, he could do really anything. So yeah, that's the reading for a Kim Taehyung. You're special.